Hello, Capricorn. Elsie here to do your reading. It is for the week ahead. How you doing, Cappies? We are getting closer and closer to the veil, right? The 31st is Samhain, right? Is Halloween, and we're getting closer and closer to the veil, and I'm telling you, I can really feel it as I'm reading. I feel a little bit clearer as I get closer to the day. So thank you so much for clicking here. Let's get to it. I am reading for you for the week ahead. Capricorn, if you've never been here before, that's how it goes down here at 10 of Cups Tarot. I read for the week ahead. Whether you get this today, tomorrow, or next year, look, it's not going to resonate for everybody today because we're all at different points in our lives. That's why it's not going to resonate for everybody. It can't. You're not all the same person, right? So if you're here brand new, welcome. And if you are somebody who keeps coming back, you're my ride or die. Thanks for being my ride or die. Let's figure out what's going on for you, Capricorn. Look, at the end of this video, I'm going to tell you about the extended if you're interested in that. And I'm also going to tell you about private reads. And let's first talk about this 9-card draw. Let's find out what's going on for Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter, my Earth cousin. I'm a Taurus Sun, by the way, if you've never been here before. Tell me about Capricorn. Tell me about Cappies. 9-card draw for Capricorn. We've got the Knight of Wands. We've got the Tower. Oh, you're about to be brave. You're about to be brave with something here. The 9 of Wands is here. I want to say, I just heard Charlie. If you've never been here before, Charlie is my guide, and I hear him talking with me, and yeah, I'm that kind of weird. But anyways, this 9 of Wands, Charlie just said, you're about to even something out. And I'm just saying that because the 9 of Wands is here, and there's one wand in the hand of the Knight. This Tower is to bring something to an end, or to stop you from carrying something around here. Something's about to even itself out. But it feels like you're about to take a risk against your better judgment. And when I say that, against your better judgment, it's not something that is your usual, because Capricorn, look, you're the CEO, right? And I mean, it's different for everybody. Listen, not every Capricorn is the same, because your moon and your risings are always influencing your personality, which is your sun. So I think I'm reading for somebody here who, against your better judgment, you're going to go off brand. You're going to go off side. Hockey, right? You're going to go off the path, and you're going to do something you don't usually do. And that's why the Knight of Wands is here. And the Tower is sort of giving you the environment for which you can just throw it all out the window and say, fine, I'm just going to break character, break the fourth wall, and I'm just going to do what I'm going to do. Let's find out what this is all about. Tell me about the Knight of Wands. Tell me about that. We've got the Queen of Cups. You're doing this in order to gain balance. Fire and water is temperance. I'm always adding things, right? That's how I read. And so when we have these cards that show up next to each other, fire and water, it's like you are making some sort of quick and brave move because this is the time to do it. It's like everything is a shit show anyway. It's like everything has fallen to the ground, and now I get to do whatever I want. Is what it feels like. You are breaking character. You're breaking character and saying, you know what? I'm just not going to follow the path I was following before. Okay, hang on. Things are all backwards here. It's going to be like everything that goes on in a reading here is relevant. It feels like it's going to be, things are going to be up in the air for a while. Cards all of a sudden in the deck are backwards and forwards in chunks, and I don't know why it got that way. Nonetheless, we've got 10 of Wands. I called out the 10 of Wands. The 9 and the 1 is 10. 10 of Wands shows up as the heart of the matter. We've got the Moon energy here. So the Moon is things that you are, things are not as they seem. There are things under the surface that you don't see. I feel like you are going to be dropping some sort of an emotional burden that you've been carrying. And I think that the way you are dropping that emotional burden here, Capricorn, is that when the Tower does finally arrive and shift everything and break down the illusion of whatever it was you were going through, you finally get to release something, and you see that as a door. You see that as, okay, well, everything's in a shit show position anyway. I'm just going to do what I want to do now. It's like you don't have to be organized and doting on people and doing all the things and taking care of everything and being organized. It's like the tower comes and everything falls to the ground and you're like, okay, well then I'm gonna throw out carrying all these heavy emotional burdens too then. If we're throwing things to the ground, let's throw it all to the ground. I feel like the moon energy is telling me that what you don't really realize is that you are about to relieve yourself of your wounded warrior energy. Tell me more. The wounded warrior is somebody who's carrying trauma, who is in burnout phase. Somebody you might be in planning burnout. You might be someone who's burnt out because you're taking care of everything, everyone. You know, it feels like somebody here, the tower is coming to you as mercy. And the tower is a hard place to be. It is. It's a complete shit show and it's not going to be easy. But in order for things to be built back up again, they must break down, right? They need to fall apart in order to fall back together again. We've got the Knight of Swords. We've got the King of Cups and we've got the Hierophant. So I feel, Capricorn, that there's, yes. Capricorn, you're coming clean with somebody here. So I don't know if you're the feminine or the masculine. Doesn't matter to me. I don't really care. But if this resonates with you, it could, because we do have the King and the Queen of Cups here. Look who's in the corner, though. The Knight of Swords. The Knight of Swords is Gemini. And Gemini, they can read the room. Gemini does a really good job of reading the room, but really doesn't care to. Because Gemini is just there to do something, and that is to say what I think. So bringing in a little bit of aggressive energy. You know what I feel like somebody here, whether you are the masculine or the feminine, I think you're accounted for here. Somebody here is about to just blurt it out, is about to say whatever it is that's on their mind in order to be able to release this heavy emotional burden I've been carrying. It could be a romantic thing. Listen, it could be somebody who's decided, look, I'm just going for it. I'm just going to say it, and whatever it ends up being is whatever it ends up being. With the moon energy here, it feels like somebody's been carrying something for so long that they're burnt out. I can't overthink this anymore. I can't think about this. I've just got to decide. I've got to plant my feet in the sand. I've got to be honest and truthful, and I'm just going to say it. I'm just going to do it. The Hierophant is going to get the job done, right? This is Taurus energy. The Hierophant is going to get the job done. And it's not like you won't, Capricorn. But Taurus energy is solid, sturdy, grounded. I'm on a path, and I'm just going to stay on that path. I'm just going to do it. So it does feel like there is something that somebody is trying to release that's been a very deep and heavy burden. It could be intuitively, it could be psychically, it could be emotionally. But it feels like somebody is about to blurt it out, and I don't even think you know you're going to blurt it out. That's the thing. I feel like the situation shows up when the tower falls, all bets are off, and boom. It happens without you even thinking about it. You see the door and you go for it. That's what it feels like here. So I'm going to put down a couple of cards here. This is what's going on under the surface. Stuff that you don't see going on. We've got the King of Pentacles and we've got the Wheel. Oh boy. Something is really in a moment of destiny is changing. So I feel like somebody's stability is changing. The way they see themselves is changing. The King of Pentacles is Taurus energy, Taurus, Virgo, and Capricorn energy. The way you see yourself changes. Everything changes after you finally release this burden. I think you releasing the emotional burden is what causes the tower, to be honest, because I don't think you want to carry it around anymore. It's deeply, deeply emotional. And I feel you've been holding it up like the Hierophant is sturdy and solid. Like, I will hold it up as long as I need to hold it up. You will always be able to rely on me because I am the one who is loyal. I will never drop it. So I feel like somebody here is going to go through some sort of a tower, a big shift that's coming up. The Devil energy is here. It feels like there is obsessive thought patterns. Yeah, we've got the Seven of Swords here. And the Seven of Swords is something you've been keeping under the surface. And I don't think you're lying to anybody, to be honest. I feel like there's been an absolute obsessive thought pattern going on. I've got to keep it quiet. I've got to keep it quiet. I've got to keep it quiet. And that's where the Ten of Wands is coming from. That's where the Nine of Wands is coming from. You're ready to hit burnout. I can't keep it quiet any longer. there is something here that you need to be unattached from, because the devil is an attachment, right? Is not letting go of you. Let's do a little bit of clarifying, and then we'll talk about the extended. Tell me about Capricorn, please. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. Tell me about Capricorn. We're going to clarify this tower first. Tell me what's shifting. I feel like it's shifting because somebody here is about to release a burden through saying something. Tell me about this tower. What do we need to know about this tower energy for Capricorn for the week ahead, please? Now, for some of you, this will be the week ahead. For some of you, it could be 2 weeks from now, 3 weeks from now, right? We've got the Lovers. Y'all, I think it really is somebody who's just going to go ahead and say it. It's a choice. I feel like there's a choice that you make that calls in the tower. Understand the universe is always watching you, right? And so you, in this energy of, okay, I'm ready to release it, I'm ready to say it, call in the tower, the universe calls in the tower, and everything shifts. And there's no going back after the tower's in motion, right? We've got the, just like all of the major arcanas, we've got the Five of Pentacles. And hang on. Okay, everything's flipping. Let me just get everything back in order and do one more shuffle here, because too many have flipped up. Give me a second here. All right. Queen of Pentacles, there you are. That's absolutely you. That is pre-Empress energy, feminine or masculine. So it looks like somebody here has, oh, isn't it interesting? She looks like she's holding back this pentacle to her heart space. One pentacle with the Five of Pentacles is 6. There is a choice that's being made here to give reciprocal energy to someone. Look, I feel like you can flip this if you want. It feels like maybe someone has shown you their emotions or is going to say their emotions, and you've got to make a decision as to whether you're going to reciprocate that energy or not. Somebody here could be causing a tower by coming to you and telling you their feelings. And so it feels like it is all wrapped up in the Lovers, which is a choice, of course. It could be a choice whether or not I give reciprocal energy, but we're not going to ignore that the Lovers can be a romantic situation, right? Let's talk about this Queen of Cups here. No, let's do the Knight of Swords. I want to see what's going down here. Tell me what the Knight of Swords is, please. Somebody feels cornered. I'm just going to say, somebody feels cornered, like I have no other choice. Because the Ten of Wands is here with the Nine of Wands, I'm going to burn out if I don't say something. I'm saying cornered because the Knight of Swords is in the corner. Somebody feels like they're cornered. They have to say something. We've got the Three of Swords. We've got the Fool. And we've got Temperance. Could go either way, is what it is. I'm going to take the leap of faith, which is the Fool. And it could go either way, Three of Swords or Temperance. It could either heal everything and the moment of alchemy will go off like it was always supposed to. Or the moment of alchemy will show up and then I'm going to have to heal my heart because someone is going to tell me no. Someone's going to break my heart. But it feels like somebody here feels cornered and they have to say what they have to say. Tell me about the King of Cups. Somebody here has been harboring feelings and carrying them around for a long time. I feel like it's the King of Cups. I feel like it's the masculine energy I'm talking about. The person who has a hard time expressing their feelings. We've got the Knight of Pentacles, and it's been a long time. It could, in fact, be years. Oh, this one just popped out here. We've got the Knight of Cups. Interesting. And we've got the King of Wands. All right, there it is, right? So we've got the Knight of Cups, which is the sort of dreamy, romantic energy, but is also very passive energy. So someone has been in someone else's life passively. So you've been in the same job for a while. King of Pentacles is here, right? We have the King of Wands here. You could be in the same job for a while. Queen of Pentacles is here. We could be working together. This could be business partners. Whatever the scenario is for you, we do have the Knight of Pentacles. Somebody has been moving slower and slower because it feels like a slow build of emotions that's been happening here, a slow build into this romantic intention. And the King of Wands is here, and the King of Wands is not going to hold back. The King of Wands is mature enough to know that they need to roll back their passion, but they are not going to stop running after their passion. So it feels like somebody here is very passionate about another person, and it's been a slow roll up to this Knight of Cups, which is, I feel deeper and deeper and deeper about this until it becomes a burden. I can no longer carry it. Tell me about this moon energy. Tell me about the moon energy for Capricorn. We've got the Seven of Wands. We've got the Five of Wands. So somebody, and the Five of Swords. So we have something that is, somebody has been really holding back because they don't know how to say it. Somebody who has been beating themselves up about the words that they will use and the fact that they have some pretty tough boundaries. It's like somebody's blocked mentally, blocked verbally, and it's so deep within me that I don't really even know if it comes out if I'm going to say it right. But I feel like somebody is just going to blurt it out, take the chance. The Fool is here. Temperance is here. It's a moment of alchemy, and you can't stop whatever's going on with the major arcanas. It feels like it's going to land for sure because the Hierophant is here. I mean, you could be in a relationship where you're going to finally say to someone, are we getting married or not? You could be somebody who is really seeing a future with another person here, whether you're the feminine or the masculine. I feel like there's a psychic connection between these two people. And there's also, maybe for some of you, it could be a work connection. It could be both, psychic and work. Maybe you two work like, I would say, I'm doing this because I feel like it's like a school of fish. You two like do this work dance. You might be the couple that people call the work wife and husband. You know what I mean? Like you could belong to other people, but there is like a flow, I would say, between you. Something here is about to change. Like everything is about to change here because this is changing in a destined way. And I feel like it has to do with I'm going to say material wealth, time, effort, energy, money. It feels like you're changing. There is something here that is going to be changing in your pentacle world, and it's because of destiny. It's to break the chains that are binding you, and I think the chains that are binding you are in the fives here, the Five of Swords and the Five of Wands, fighting yourself because you don't think you know how to say it properly. 2 fives in a reading for me, anything more than 1 5 for me is quick change. Something is about to change quickly. And it could be in October for some of you yet still because we've got card number 10 here. Let's go into the extended. If you would like to be in the extended, please take the time to look at the pinned comment, which is at the top of all of the comments. In that link, you will see a link to the membership. You will get minimum 4 readings per month of the extendeds. I put all the extendeds in the membership area. If you are interested in a private read, please check out the link to Hypsee. I am doing right now, I do have a private read sale going on pre-recorded readings, 10% off when you take the pinned comment that has the code, and go to Hypsee and book it there. You'll get the 10% on booking. And also I do live readings. So if you're interested in speaking to me face-to-face or over the phone, then please go ahead and book an appointment. You will get between 5 and 75% off from just booking ahead. I'm going to go into the extended. We're going to clarify all of this. There's an Ace of Wands here. I'm just saying something exciting is about to happen after a pause. So let's go and talk about that. Something is changing. We will figure out what that is. I'm going to go for now, but I'll be back because I'm always back, Capricorn. I'm out for now. You guys take care. Bye-bye.